Welcome back to Must Smell with Fragrance Review, and today I'm going to do my first impression from a fragrance I just purchased today. And recently I just found a new fragrance store near my area. So happy. Finally I could buy a new scent during a lockdown. And also the guy is a collector where I can find so many options for niche or rare fragrances even. The fragrance not gonna be 100% new because the guy's already unboxed it, which is I'm fine with that. And about the fragrance, before actually from the house I purchased once, and it gave me really great impression in terms of packaging, price, and also the scents. I mean how they blend the scents, and I can find that they really do a great job in terms of the note. Just the only problem with the scent back then was I wasn't a fan of the note, which was Lily the Valley, Lily Lily the Valley, and the Lotus, and yeah. So I sold this fragrance already. Today, from the same house, I chose my favorite note, which is jasmine, and we are talking about the house of Molinard. How funny! I only heard about the house like very few years ago, and it is a very old friend's house that founded in 1849 in France. So they don't really focusing on branding, but I believe that they can give you a very good value and so many hidden gems you can find. I tried also the vanilla. It was really well done. Also the price is very good for the niche fragrance with that kind of offer. Easily can find around $60 for 75 milliliters. And okay, so now we are going to do the unboxing Molinard Jasmin. Here's the bottles of gorgeous jasmine eau de parfum by the house of Molinard. Oh my god, I love this bottle so much. And okay, before trying the fragrance, let's check the nose. And here are the accords. Main accord with white floral, citrus, warm, spicy, and musky. Okay, it sounds kind of risky. And the note, we got top notes with jasmine and orange. The middle notes was orange blossom, carnation. This flower doesn't smell like anything, as I remember. And rose, and base note with white smoke and sandalwood. So the notes are pretty safe, right? Okay, so now let's try on the fragrance. Oh, it's hard to. Okay, but before that, I would like to try in the air. Not enough. Oh, okay. It actually took me a few seconds until my nose started picking up the scents, so it can consider as a really light scent. Now you can smell it. It's a very pure jasmine. It's the first impression. It's clean also. Pretty much here I can smell also a little bit soapiness from neroli. Yeah, so in here the main notes are flaying in here. I can pick are jasmine and neroli. Literally no rose and no other notes at all. It reminds me about A la Nuit from the house of Jacques Lutin, which is one of my most favorite jasmine scents ever. But somehow I still prefer A la Nuit because it's something, it has the definite, and it's just so natural in terms of jasmine scents. And it's more like thick to compare to this one. This one is pretty good. The only thing I dislike about it is how neroli is playing in here with jasmine. I think jasmine alone would be really beautiful for the scent, but neroli is created some kind of soapy note, which I really don't like. And the style of the scent is really similar to Mockgate. The fragrance I purchased before was a Lily the Valley and also Lotus as a main characters. Somehow they have some kind of seamless style that the scent is very soft, and they play into more than natural style. Yeah, I only can smell jasmine and orange blossom. Okay, so now let's try it on the skin. On the skin, there's a slightly of citrus on here, and also neroli. I'm so sorry, it's not neroli but orange blossom. But somehow I smell it more like neroli. It's more like soapy and green vibe to compare to orange blossom. And jasmine again. Little bit of bitterness from the lemon zest. No, I cannot pick any rose at all. Sandalwood's negative. White moss, pretty much when it's drying down. So for now, so basically a main characters playing on here is orange blossom, but to my nose it smells more like neroli, where it's more like a little bit green, a little bit soapy, and also jasmine. The citrusness and the bitterness from lemon and lemon zest. It's really soft fragrance. It can consider a skin scent. I already spray around 2 sprays, but I cannot smell anything in the air right now. I have no idea what belongs really for sure because I haven't tried it fully. But so far, it's just like what I expected. I expected something different from jasmine as character in here. In his very general, safe jasmine scents, and playing very safe. So literally, I don't think anyone can hate it, especially who is jasmine lover. And you're into natural jasmine scents, this one is definitely should be the one. But for me, in terms of like natural jasmine vibe, nothing can beat Alan Reed from House of Chocolate Thorn. This one is more like watery and more boring version of Alan Reed from the House of Chocolate Thorn already. And also, as I mentioned before, I don't really like how orange blossom is really ruining the jasmine in here. And I just not a big fan of soapy vibe from orange blossom, or actually more than neroli sometimes. It can be okay for citrus scent, but for floral, it's not my type. And in general, I am not really happy with my purchase, to be honest. I think my next purchase would be Lust from the House of Blood. Yes, so thank you for watching my new videos. But again, don't forget that the fragrance is good. It's good. It's just not what I'm expected in terms of how jasmine plays the fragrance. But again, if you are a jasmine lover, check it out. Okay.